Welcome back to Mitzi's Kitchen. It's Halloween weekend. We're going to a little Halloween party tonight, and so we're putting together a couple of simple things. One is we'll be doing cranberry bars first, and then we'll be doing some chocolate peanut butter drop cookies, which are no bake and very simple and move along very quickly. First, we're going to get our crust ready for our cranberry bars. I have here a 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Let's get that in our bowl, along with a 1/3 cup of graham cracker crumbs. We have a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Let's whisk all these together. Just like that. We're going to add 6 ounces of melted butter. This is a 6-ounce cube melted, excuse me. Pour that right in. We'll get that mixed up. Very simple crust. I suppose if you wanted to, you could get in here with your hands and do it. It might be easier, and I might just do that at the end. Okay. Boy, that's sticky stuff, isn't it? Okay, let me wash my hands over here. Okay, we have an 8x8 pan that I've lined with foil and sprayed with a non-stick cooking spray. We're just going to get this mixed up a little bit more with our hands. We're going to press it into the bottom of this pan. Just get it in there in an even layer and go right up to the sides so you don't have any leakage from the filling we're going to be adding to it. I couldn't find any clear foil where you'd be able to see what I was doing from the sides here, so I apologize for that. Okay, there's our crust. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to put this in for about 25 minutes until it's set up. The hands washed again. Okay, now let's work on our cranberry filling. To get cranberries to this point, I started with 1 cup of fresh cranberries. You can use frozen or fresh. You put these in a pan with a 1/2 cup of water, bring them to a boil over medium-high heat, then reduce them to low and simmer them for about 10 minutes. Stir them once in a while, make sure that your cranberries are popping and getting soft. Let them cool, then blend them. Then you have to put them through a sieve. So you need to strain out any of the peelings, the stems that might be in here, this is what you end up with. It's very tart. It doesn't taste very good at this point. So what we want to add to this is 7 ounces of fat-free sweetened condensed milk. You'll find this in your baking aisle. Well, let's not use that one with the crust on it. And it sits right alongside the evaporated milk. Very thick and very sweet and sticky and gooey. Very tasty. I have 3 egg yolks and 1/3 cup of lemon juice. We'll mix all of this together. There we have it. This darkens up as it bakes. What we'll do is we'll let our crust bake for about 25 minutes until it's set up. We'll be pouring this mixture in and immediately turning our oven temperature down to 300 degrees. And then this will bake at 300 on top of the crust for probably 23 to 25 minutes or until it's set. Then we'll be cooling it. So we'll be back to show you how to finish this off and serve it in just a few minutes. Alright, we're back. Excuse me. And now we have our cranberry bars baking in the oven. Now we're going to make some simple chocolate peanut butter drop cookies. To get this started, I have a pan I'm preheating because I want to bring these ingredients to a boil. What I have here are 2 cups of sugar, granulated sugar. Put that in your pan. You have a 1/2 cup of milk. We've got 1/4 cup of cocoa, plain old unsweetened cocoa. Put that in. Let's mix that up a little bit. Just to get our cocoa incorporated here is what we want to do, so we don't have any of those chunks in it. This is a very simple recipe. This is something my partner's grandmother used to make for him all the time and taught him how to make. So we're getting the lumps out of the chocolate first. I'm going to put in 1 cube of butter. Okay, we're going to let that melt. We'll bring this mixture to a boil. Then we'll let it cool down some, and we'll be adding the rest of our ingredients, which we have 3 cups of quick cook oats, along with a 1/2 cup of chunky peanut butter, about a teaspoon of vanilla, and just a dash of salt, and we'll just be dropping these on to parchment paper after that. Then they'll sit until they're cool, then they're ready to eat. We'll be back soon. Alright, we're back. I'm going to take this first mixture, the chocolate mixture, off the heat. Let it settle down a little bit here. We just brought it to a low boil and let it sit there and boil away for just a few minutes. Then we add our other ingredients, and as we do, it cools it down enough to go ahead and put it on your parchment paper here. So let's put our 1/2 cup of peanut butter in. It incorporates a little easier if this is warm, which it is very warm. Come on out of there. Okay, and again, this is chunky peanut butter. I guess if you didn't like the chunks, you could use something else. And This, of course, brings the temperature down right away. Stir that up in there. Get it well incorporated so you don't have some with and some without the peanut butter. Isn't this easy? No baking, no going back and forth to the oven all day long. Okay, now let's add our dash of salt. We've got a teaspoon of vanilla. And we have 3 cups of quick cooking oats. Get these all stirred in here. She'll get real thick real quick. Of course, we're not actually trying to cook the oats. All right. This looks like it would probably make a couple dozen, maybe up to 3 dozen cookies. Okay. Excuse me. We'll move over here to this side where we have our wax paper laid out. We'll try first our handy dandy little scoop here, see how that works. If not, we have a backup method here just waiting for us. Let's get some of that on there. Drop it right onto your paper. And you're just going to keep going until you have used up everything in your pan. Let these cool. And they're ready to eat. Thank you. We'll be back in just a minute to show you how the cranberry bars look when they're finished. About 2 hours ago, we took our cranberry bars out of the oven, let them set for a few minutes on the counter, then refrigerated them. Now I'm ready to take them out of the pan. And I've never done this before, so we'll see how it works. Your foil, you should have enough foil to lift them right out of the pan. And we're going to slice them into serving size pieces. Start about there. We think it is set up enough. You can hear that cookie base as I cut into it. Flip this around, come across this way. These could stand to be refrigerated just a little bit longer. They've probably been in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. We're going to put them on a plate, a few of them, and we're going to stick them back into the refrigerator, but I want you to see how they're going to look. They're a nice fall cranberry color. And all they need to do is be refrigerated for just a few more minutes. Our drop cookies that you saw me drop earlier have now been sitting here for about 2 hours. They've solidified. They've cooled, You can put them on your platter now. We've started doing that. We'll finish that. You can even stack them at this point. I guess we can call this this Halloween menu Witch's Blood and Witch's, well, Witch's, would you say Witch's Poop? I guess that's what I'd call it. So here we have Halloween 2 ways. We have a baked bar and a no-bake cookie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time with something I hope you'll enjoy. And I hope you'll try to make these at home. They're not difficult, and they're very tasty, by the way. Thank you.